this video, I'm going to show you what you need to get started on your first metal detecting treasure hunting adventure. So we'll start with some of the equipment that you're going to need. And the first thing that you'll need, obviously, is a metal detector. Now mine is a Garrett AT Pro. It costs in the range of about $900, but really you don't need to have one that expensive to start with. Really you do have a range of choices ranging from just a couple $100. So it's not going to cost you a lot to get started. The other thing you'll want is some headphones. Mine are the Garrett headphones, and mine are actually wireless. It's kind of nice. I don't have to worry about a wire, but again, a more economical version would include a wired set. The Garrett AT Pro comes with a wired set of headphones that work very well. And the reason for that is when you're out detecting in a park or on a beach, it can be really disturbing for people to hear the beep, beep, beep all the time. So you want to kind of maintain a low profile when you're detecting and not annoy people. So metal detector and headphones. The next thing that I like to use, and honestly I find it makes my digs a lot easier, is a pinpointer. This one is a Garrett Pro Pointer AT, and you would use this when you've found the general vicinity with your coil. You would use this to pinpoint an exact location. So you can actually find items that are this far to about this far away from the tip of the pointer. So I'll show you that later in the video. So I think this is an important thing to reduce your frustration. When you're looking in a small area for an item, it makes it much easier to find it. Now, of course, you'll need a digging implement. This again is a Garrett trowel, hand trowel. You can see it's got serrations on one side, and it's sharp on the end. It makes it easier to cut through grass and to cut your plug. Again, if you're cutting on grass, you're gonna be cutting a plug around, and I'm going to show you this later in the video too, and try to keep your damage to the area minimized, because you want it to look like you've never been there. I also use a larger shovel when I'm digging. Makes it easier on the back. And this one is actually a root slayer. I think I got this at a hardware store. You can find shovels in most hardware stores. This one again has a serrated edge, and like the name says, it does slay through the roots. It makes it easier to dig. You'll need a pair of gloves. When you're digging, I've in the past encountered broken glass, even needles, or rusty pieces of metal, so you want to protect yourself from that. I also have here a battery pack. So when my metal detector runs low on batteries, you don't want to be stuck in the middle of the field without any batteries. So make sure you carry spare batteries in some form. I have them in a pack just ready to slide into my detector, so that's very handy. And the last thing I like to have is a pouch. Now, it's not necessarily because you're going to find a pouch full of finds that are to be kept, but when you're detecting, you need to always, always take away your trash, which will often include pull tabs, bottle caps, pieces of aluminum, cans, etc. And you will always take away your trash. You don't want to dig a hole and leave the trash there. That's a quick way to get banned from a field, and it makes trouble for other metal detectorists as well. So that's it for equipment. And if you've got this, basically, really what you need, if nothing else, is a metal detector and a digging implement. And with that, you can get started. So let's get started. We're going to take the metal detector and we're going to find our first target. I'm going to show you how to narrow down where the target is using the metal detector itself. And then we'll narrow down the focus with the pinpointer. So come along, let's go and find our first target. See that? I'm getting a good signal, 80s. Now you notice how I'm coming back? I'm going to move my trowel out of the way. When I lose the signal, that means off the back of the coil, right here, that's where it starts. And off the front of the coil is where it ends. That's how I'm locating. So I'm going to say right there, I put our coin down here, and I want to show you what it looks like when you're swinging over it. Now, when you hear that sound when you're detecting, you'll be coming across and you say, now I want to give it a bit more of a precise location. So that bar that's running, this bar that's running along the length is where you're detecting. So when you're going back and forth across, beep, beep, beep. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. But now you want to know how big it is. See, it comes off the top, so you know, okay, this is where it starts. And that's where it comes off the back. So you know you've pinpointed it to that area. Now people always wonder why we turn around and swing the other way, because it might be elongated side to side. So it might be a longer target. So for a coin, if you're looking for coins, you want it to be a very small area. So if I turn over and do it this way, see, right at the top and off the back. So we know it's a small area. That's where I would dig, right there. So now that we've located our target, we're going to dig around to create a little plug in the shape of a horseshoe, because we want to maintain that root structure, remember? So we're not going to go all the way around like that, and then we flip up the plug, and now we want to locate it with our pinpointer. Well, we know what's in the plug, and there it is. And it is a $1 coin, a loonie. There we go. And that's all there is to it. And now we can't leave the plug like this, so we're going to fill it in. Try to put all the dirt in there, back where it came from. Stamp it down. And now it looks like we've never been there. And that's all there is to it. So now you've got what you need to know to find your first treasure metal detecting. Remember, it doesn't take much. All you need is a metal detector, some kind of a digging implement, a little bit of patience, because you are going to dig up some trash. Trust me, I've got my fair share of pull tabs and cans and so on, but you will find coins and other items if you're persistent. And it's fun. I mean, half of this is the potential. What could it be? Who touched it last? I find when I'm out metal detecting, I'm just in my happy place. It's relaxing. I kind of find my zen, and I really enjoy it. I try to get out as often as I can. So good luck to you. I know you'll find some coins. Just keep at it. Good luck.